Hi, dear gardeners. This is a philodendron plant. You see how green it is? It is so green, glossy leaf. So, this is my favorite plant, and this is really a hardy plant. All the people say that snake plant is very hardy, but it dies suddenly. But this plant will not die, and even in darker places, it will grow easily without any care, without any fertilization. It will grow easily and it will be very glossy always. Wherever you keep, it will be glossy and shiny. You see how shining the leaves are. This is philodendron Burl marx variety. So this is named on an architect. It's the name of the architect. So I don't know why they gave the name, but I came to know that this plant got the name from the name of an architect. So I think that he did some designs like this, glossy designs. That's why this plant got that name. So for this plant, you see, I have kept this in a very small pot only, and this is DIY moss stick I have done for that. This is growing very in a superb manner. It is growing. It's very beautiful. So this plant will add beauty to your home. Always, if you want to beautify your house, you have to keep a snake plant and this philodendron plants. And this is yesterday I did a video on Monstera adansonii. So like the same, even Monstera adansonii, it's little more difficult, but not this Burl marx variety. So I bought a plant and I cut the plant into two, and in two planters I have planted it. It is growing properly. We can give cow dung and coconut chips, coconut chunks we can add, wood charcoal we can add, and loose soil with sand, river sand we can add the soil. So like that we can add, and fertilization we can give NPK, DAP, a little bit, 1 gram of NPK to one pot, and you have to water it after you fertilize. Then only it will not be burnt, otherwise the roots will be burnt or leaf will be burnt, because they are all chemicals. So whenever you fertilize, you have to water it immediately. So DAP means you have to give 2 or 3 granules to this plant. This is a very nice plant, and in bungalows also they can keep it. In new houses also they can buy this particular plant and keep it. This will not die. This will live forever. For so many months I am keeping it without any care. I give only water and some fertilizer. And then sunlight, it doesn't need any filtered sunlight or any morning sunlight like that. It needs only shade. Shade or indirect sunlight is okay for this plant. Indirect sunlight, bright sunlight or dull sunlight is also indirect. Sunlight is also okay. It lives even in bathrooms also, you can keep it. In darker areas also you can keep it, no problem. So this is a nice plant. I told you about the soil mixture, and the drainage hole should be there. So many drainage holes should be there. If you add cocoa chunks and charcoal, wood charcoal, and river sand and some live soil, make a mixture and put this plant in that, plant the plant in that, it will be nicely growing. And then watering, you have to water it every day, but don't do over water, then the leaves will get rotten. So like that the problem is. And then this mastic is some cover, some sort of agarbatti cover in India. So it's made of jute. So I inserted some stick inside the bag, and I inserted some coconut husk inside it, and I kept it as a moss stick. And this plant has gripped it. The moss stick is fastened to the plant naturally, not with any glue or anything, but naturally it got very tight towards the moss stick, and it is very nice. So you can also grow easily. Very easy plant. For even beginners also can buy this plant, and you can keep it in your home. It will add very much beautifulness to your